No, sorry, I got like an incoming call from T-Mobile.
Oh. Hey, we heard about you talking about your internet and how you want to switch. How's that working
No,
out for
it
you?
wasn't like that, unfortunately. I wish it was.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, how convenient.
Shut up! Shut up! Give me some kisses. Give me kisses.
Ew, kisses.
What? Come here, you. Come here, you. Come here. Come here!
Oh yeah, since you haven't played Vermintide in a while, I decided to buy the Necromancer and try him out.
You mean try her out?
I said try him out.
You said try M out. I'm like, they go by her.
They go by data.
So you're saying they're non-binary? Binary is what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that they don't have a descript pronoun aside from the one that is forcefully projected on them. They who have no personality to further agree. Non-consenting pronoun freaking projection is very bad. How non-progressive of you.
Good. That's exactly what I want to be. Non-progressive. Fuck everybody else.
No, wait. That's not what they want. That's not what you should say.
Hmm.
You're like loud stomping your
Alright,
door
alright, alright,
opens.
alright. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that's starting to hurt. Fuck.
Like loud stomping your door opens. They're like, I've come to collect the bisexual.
They say that gender is on the menu. I can't wait to cash in mine. I feel like that's like how a lot of people, how a lot of other transsexuals and non-binaries initially start out. They just initially start off as fucking bis, and and as they progress into their self-awareness bullshitness,
Mhm.
they're like, you know what? This is nice and all. I've been bi for like 2 weeks. This doesn't feel right.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
definitely
think about it this
transsexual.
way. If it's a skill tree, usually you have three levels in any MMO or freaking serious thing. You have like three stages. You have your freaking tier one basic class that you start out with. Your tier two, which is like your adept class, and then your veteran class that you get to. That's like the highest tier, level 120 and shit. You know what I mean?
No, I think you're thinking about JPRPGs.
Yeah, JRPGs where you can go from level 1 to level 60 or 50, and then you get your freaking second class specialization, and then 120 where you get to freaking get to your next specialization, which is your last one, which branches out further. And that's what freaking bisexuals are. They're the second stage, and from there you can go in any direction.
Yeah, your starter is fucking straight. You got three branches. You could branch off to being gay, bisexual, or continue your path of straightness.
Yeah.
Then those three paths lead on to other paths, except for straight. Actually, no. Straight does have a path. You can be bi-curious or asexual.
No, here's the thing. With straight, it keeps giving you other options, but you can go into further straight stats to boost your willpower.
Oh yeah.
Every time you choose the straight class again, your willpower goes up.
Yeah. Oh. But here's the thing. Every time you stay on a straight path, you also get like a cursed trait, a random cursed trait, like you fucking get misogynist or like sexist or fucking racism, casual like diet racism.
Oh boy.
Like sure, yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, and the
But
trade-off here. Oh, go ahead.
but it's like Jesus Christ though.
Yeah, so the trade-off here is that you use the excess skill points that you no longer need for any other class tree to buy off those freaking debuffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could choose to freaking keep going in a direction and not buy off those debuffs so you have more skill points for other stuff. Or you can get rid of the debuffs to keep going for an optimal build with no
Oh my
downside.
god. Oh my god, Zeke. This is so fucking fun. This is so fun. This is honestly so fun. I love this because I just thought about something.
What?
not only are you focused, we're talking about class stats right now, but what about racial stats in combination?
Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. So I wasn't talking about that, but that's where the extra points can go. You know, you can do other stuff to boost your points in those regards.
Or you boost points to complement your racial stats.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're white, you can go into supremacy.
What? Yeah, it's just a white supremacy. You gain like bonus persuasion towards members of your same race.
And here's the real kicker. At some point when you go into supremacist, if you keep going in that direction, you get to turn your debuffs into buffs. But they're just still
Yeah,
debuffs. The curses turn into benefits for you.
yeah.
For every cursed buff that you have on your freaking tree, your freaking gender tree, you get a +10 to supremacist stats.
Supremacist allows you to do extra damage to anyone who's not your race
Or sexual preference.
or sexual preference.
Oh
So
boy.
you're, oh my god, that is so fucking strong. Like honestly, that would be fucking meta. Oh wait, that was meta for a while. Never mind.
Yeah, and it was.
I was
Don't you
gonna say,
remember?
wait, that's meta. No, wait, that was actually.
Don't you remember the slavery meta, bro?
Oh, I wasn't talking about slavery meta, but I totally forgot about slavery meta.
Yeah,
Fuck.
bro. See, further down into the supremacist skill tree, you could spec again using some of your excess points because you didn't get rid of the debuffs because they got converted into buffs. You can use those points to spec into supremacist slave owner or supremacist
Zeke, Zeke,
politician.
we can never sell this in stores, but if we make a game like this, we have to sell it like digitally. This can never be a physical copy because no store will actively sell this game.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
No. Like the stores literally would not sell this if it promotes literal racism and sexism as a fucking key mechanic in the game. Or
You're forgetting, like, if it's all freaking satire, people don't mind. Also, keep in mind, we've only gone through one tree so far. We're the same way that freaking going to the same freaking trait like sexual freaking tree multiple times, straight gives you debuffs. It works that way for all the other ones too.
oh man,
Yeah, that's why you have the people who hate straight people and some people who hate trans people. You choose to pay off with your extra freaking points to get rid of the freaking trans hating, but you keep the straight hating because you got to choose between them.
fuck. Now I'm just thinking what the bisexuals will get. I know for a fact that if you play bisexuals, you become like the you become like inevitably or involuntarily like the best friend in the group. However, you receive friendly fire from all sides.
You do. Nobody gets rid of the debuff for disliking bisexuals, but they're just okay with them. See,
Yeah,
bisexuals
nobody,
have their own special buff, which allows them to be immune to freaking that debuff when around people.
bro. Bisexuals are immune to wait, what is that I called? Yes,
Bisexual hate.
no, bisexuals are immune to sexual intimidation.
Yeah, you remember all those times where like, what are you gay? And like, no, you offering?
Nobody
That,
offered.
yeah, that's literally the counter. So like, they're immune to it. They get bonus power from that shit, and it makes the other guys back down. So like,
Fucking
they're actually immune. They don't need to worry about the debuff bisexual hate because they're powerful.
oh man, buff melee focused African straight man threatens bisexual femboy.
Oh, femboy tree!
And you're like, promise? Uno reversed.
Yeah, yeah, actual freaking like critical hit, and the guy just backs off like, man, yo, you gay as fuck. He just runs away.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's happened before. It's actually a thing that's occurred in real life.
I know. Beta male versus straight Chad. Oh
So
fuck. Chad is about to. You're about to get you fucking intercepted Chad. Now Chad's about to brawl out with you. What you do to scare off Chad as a beta male? Strip down to your to your birthday suit. Put your dukes up. Let your balls swing in the air. Chad immediately hits the battlefield.
The
No,
children
no,
walk towards the
change
freaking
his name.
people.
Let's change his name. His name's not Chad. His name is Tyrone. Tyrone has fled the battlefield.
Oh, so you're approaching me. Even with all my clothes off, you're approaching me. It's like, no, actually, I'm not.
You keep backing up, but every time you back up, I get to see the sway of your ball sack. Hey, yo, 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 yo. I'm done. Why are you hopping away? I can see your juicy cheeks clapping in the breeze.
Yeah, he's over here like, I can't beat my dick if you get farther away. Tyrone has fled.
Fucking beta femboy. Use pursuit.
Oh no!
Tyrone has made a failed attempt to run away due to pursuit.
See, the freaking bisexuals never actually pursue though.
They never pursue, but it's a fake out.
It makes them run even harder.
It makes them running harder.
Oh freaking boy. So,
I kind of want this to be a real life game. This shit sounds so fun. Like, ironically, this sounds like a really fun game.
I mean, the stats are all there. The freaking life is just a parody. It's all there. We just need to know how to make it work. And also, you know, it's the fact that the freaking the with the straight tree or the bisexual tree, you can choose to freaking specialize into Chad. Like the straight tree, bisexual tree, gay, trans tree, they all can freaking spec into the Chad freaking specialization, which gives
Oh,
them
but
bonus
here's
points.
a unique trait. Here's a unique trait because I noticed some bisexuals do this. They can dip into other traits. They can dip into feats that are specialized to other sexualities.
Wait. Chad isn't a class by itself. It's like literally just a buff skill.
It's literally a buff skill.
Everybody can use a lot of skill points to become a Chad, but it gives you bonus to every skill point gained further in from that point
Yeah, like
onward.
further in from this point onwards, instead of receiving one skill point in said field, you receive double
Yeah. Being a
in
Chad is
all.
just the way to be. And it gives you a 50% chance to not gain a debuff when staying on the same tree.
What do you want? I'm
Bruh,
sorry. I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Love you.
I gotta say, as far as games go, we've only touched on the sexuality tree. And then slightly, the racial stereotype tree.
Oh yeah. What more can we touch into? Background, where it talks about your parents' lore and your potential future.
Well, yeah, background definitely. You could start as a freaking, slum dog, which gives you like debuffs when it comes to money offers. Like you'll take any job, but it also gives you
Oh,
freaking bonus stamina for freaking being a hard worker.
you get bonus wisdom, but as a but
Weak,
because you're
wi-
so smart, you
weak
get like
will.
intelligence.
Yeah, low intelligence, bonus wisdom, but you can offset those. You can choose either to have a debuff on wisdom or a debuff on intelligence and boost the other stat.
Yeah. You're from the slums trying to get out of the hood, or you're the hood just trying to make a decent living.
And you're down to take any job that's there. So you also don't have you have like disadvantage on freaking any kind of checks on bosses who are trying to exploit you.
Bro.
So that's the slumdog tree. Then there's the freaking then there's the middle class kids. So
Oh yeah.
they don't have any particular debuffs except for privilege, which is they think that everything's entitled to them. It's not as high though. It's privilege one. So they think that they've always had this, so there's no need to necessarily work harder, but they do have the ability to work harder if they want to.
No, no, that's not middle class.
Yeah, yeah, it's middle class. Like I literally have children in this home now who don't work as hard as they could.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay, no, no, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. These are kids who are obviously not too rich, but obviously want
They
everything.
their parents who were in the slumdog class, they worked hard to get them to this place, and now they don't understand what people have and what people didn't have, and they're just like, we've always had this. What do you mean? We what do you mean value these items? So with that being said, they can be taught the value though. Not all freaking middle class kids have that. So they have advantage on they have like bonus points on endurance. They have it's actually I'd say this is like the start out point for everything. So they have basic in endurance, basic in freaking intelligence, basic in pretty much anything, but they have lower stats overall than anyone else, and they can take from one stat to put into the other.
Oh no, but here's the thing. Here's the downside about being middle class, right?
That's it. That is the downside so far.
No, it gets worse because middle class, it's a decent starter, but it's not something you want to stay in. For
Yeah,
one
yeah.
reason, it's a diminishing class. It has no returns. It has
As you
no
get
decent.
further in, are you telling me as you get further in, you'll start getting less points?
Yeah, yeah. You literally get less points because of the disappearing middle class act that's been happening.
Oh no.
It's almost it gets to the point where it's like it's literally not worth being middle class. You're literally better off as a slumlord at this point.
Well, now we have to introduce freaking economy into the game because we can have it be not necessarily a random chance, but multiple scenarios that can go through that would allow for either the economy to stay good, which would allow middle class to stay and have normal returns, or economy to be bad, which would give diminishing returns, or for it to be booming, which would give them advantage on getting out of middle class.
Oh yeah, and then you can fucking go into high roller or the high lifers. There we go.
Yeah, yeah, high
Who's
class, and those
16?
people have privilege -2 or privilege +2, which makes them
Yeah,
not value shit, and they got debuffs on tons of stuff. However, they also have lots of high stats. They don't get more stats though. They can move those stats around.
yeah. They can respec.
So with that being said, they're allowed to take all that freaking all their intelligence and put it into like freaking wisdom, which would
Or
turn into
free.
freaking like Jaden Smith. I think it was the Will Smith's son,
Yeah.
or they can take that freaking wisdom and put it into like endurance and slight intelligence and take away from wisdom, and they can be a kid actor. You know how
Or
Disney does them.
or how about this? End game, right?
Yeah, in
If you
game.
manage to stay in high class, right,
Yeah.
and you reach end game, which is finding a spouse,
Oh boy.
and manage to passing on your fucking your genes,
Oh boy.
you can convert 50% of your skill points and plus any remaining skill points you decide to save up and give it to to your next of kin.
You can get
But
50% of
doing
your skill
so,
points.
but
What?
doing so,
Okay.
you end up fucking depriving your child of any real life values. So they don't
No,
start off with
actually.
any of the initial starting feats. They just get
Let's
like good skill points that they could
let's
hold
do you
on.
one better. Let's do you one better. So yes to all of that, except for when it comes to you depriving your kid, no, you're actually depriving yourself, which allows you to have the ability to negatively impact their growth. Because now you're doing stuff like Elon does.
Wait, what do you
naming
mean
your
Kanye?
kid a terrible thing, and generally, making very poor decisions. All that intel just went out the window when he started having kids. Not only that, but freaking Kanye West is a good example as well.
Can we not talk about Kanye?
You managed to pass on your freaking genetic seed, but you put all your stats into the kids. And now you're just freaking you're trying now to use what stats you have left to compensate for every poor decision as you try to make it to endgame. How's that sound? Good
Yeah,
balance?
yeah. Good balance. Good balance.
Good
And
balance,
the
yeah.
reason why having kids is such a good thing for Endgame is that when your character sheet dies, you can just take over.
Yeah, you give them your stats and you can take over, but like everything that you do now, everything that happens now with the character that you abandoned is freaking like negatively
What?
impacting your future choices.
All right. I'm gonna see what my mom wants. Sorry,
Okay,
pumpkin.
10 out of 10. I'm saving this video.
10 out of 10. Save this video. We're not done talking about this. I want